Welcome back on the program. Still talking about Mina's debacle at this time. But let me quickly bring to you the letter that reinstates Abdul Rashid Maina, and that's what you can see right there on the screen from the Ministry of Interior. And people, well, we've been having counter accusations and accusations concerning who directed the reinstatement of Abdul Rashid Maina into the Ministry of Interior. Well, is these the hands of the cabals in this administration, and who exactly are these people?
We've been hearing names. This is a product of the works of the cabal, because obviously the man was smuggled back in the country. He was in exile and then has been reinstated, not just reinstated, promoted, and reportedly without examination. And he has even gotten reportedly 22 million naira, where some workers who are working are not paid. So you can see an exercise of influence that should not be. And all this is rubbing off negatively on the presidency. And that is why the warning of the First Lady that there are cabals in the government should be taken seriously. This is a messy one for us, and deniers are going on now. So, but we expect the government, with all the paraphernalia of office that are available, to thoroughly investigate, and nobody should be allowed to assume the posture of being greater than the law of any land, because that brings more danger, and that's what is playing out now. That is when you get to the level of impunity. We don't want impunity to be a culture in this country. Okay. And I think the president now is beginning to see what damage this can do to his name. That's my concern, to his name and the system in Nigeria, given all the brilliant promises that led to the election of this president.
Do you think the president acted morally or legally concerning this issue of the sack of Abdul Rashid Maina? We have here in the law which says that the Public Service Rules, section 11(1)(b) of the Interpretation Act, cap 123, volume 8, LFN 2004, which states that it is a federal civil service or the permanent secretary or the head of extra ministerial departments, as the case may be, has the power to fire.
I think the heat made the president to act, and interestingly, Nigeria is blessed, my president is blessed. Professionals are always available to give direction, and in the reality of these disclosures, I think the government should go back and see what should be done. If indeed there is an intention to disengage this man from the system, and it's not just one of those things that is done just to let the weather cool down and it fizzles away, to go through the due process. If not, he may turn around again to sue the government.
Is it that the president? Is it that the president has no veto power to do such?
He has the. He's the head of state. Under the constitution, he has sworn to an allegiance to make sure that things are working in this country and to protect the interests of everyone. But then he's still subject to the laws of the land. All right, and recall that recently, about 48 houses were returned to a former governor that were initially taken over by EFCC.
Let's move more on this issue of Abdul Rashid Maina at this time. Well, it was dismissed in 2013 due to pension fraud. Well, talking about the man for the people, you speak for the people, the plight of the pensioners at this time. What do you think is indeed disturbing the mindset of these people? Because you see some of them go on to queue and die, and someone is having an allegation of about 195 billion naira pension scam.
I will answer with,
and up till now he has not been jailed since 2013 up till date.
I will answer with a question. Are we saying that we are now so comfortable with crime that somebody is holding so much money, sitting behind his television, and is smiling when a pensioner dies on the streets? Let's go deep. So I will be comfortable seeing people who are entitled to pensions dying, those who have served the nation. So how did we get to where we are? How? That's the question. How did we get to the point where a governor will be questioned on the fact that he has not paid salaries, and his spokesperson will come out to say no, it's not 12 months salary, it is 8 months salary? How many governors are owed in Nigeria? How much is the security vote? I mean, let's fear God.